Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Starfield with Bad Day Guy Gaming. And you're probably wondering why I'm slightly dressed up. That's because we're going to go have a meeting with a bunch of developers who are working on Walter's new ship. Which means this is a bunch of corporate executive types, and I want to make a good first impression. Walter's sending me in to troubleshoot because they're having some trouble with his new ship. And, well, while my ship is quite nice and quite powerful,
Our daring voyage
I've had to go up against 3 of the Starborn ships, and it has been pretty tough. So I need some way to increase my capabilities a little bit, and I'm wondering if, since he has his own star yard, this might give me a little bit of an edge if I can learn something here. So yeah, we're gonna do it. And plus, I mean, Walter's a good guy. I mean, with Constellation and everything, if he needs some help, I am absolutely happy to give him a hand, especially if I can get a little something out of it on my own. But yeah, dressed up a little bit
Perfect.
because
Even smudge the paint.
Whew. Always a satisfying moment to return
Yeah.
to your ship.
no weapons drawn, dressed reasonably decent, and while Andresia's a little less vampirish in that outfit. And, I thought that would go over a little bit better. She still looks slightly intimidating. I mean, you could put her in a potato sack and she'd look intimidating, but...
Captain
Hello.
Russell, it is pleasant to see you.
I thought she'd be a little less...
Walter is quite proud of what his company has accomplished, and for good reason.
I understand.
Okay,
I'm all for new technologies, but your average consumer doesn't need that sort of maneuvering capability. And Mike is saying there are technical reasons your design won't work.
You're asking for technology that doesn't even exist, Frank. I'm good at what I do, but you're mental if you think I can pull off what you're asking. Tried and true is what we should focus on.
Tried and true is so dull, though. I like Frank's design, but maybe we could pivot it to more of a research vessel? Something suited for deep space exploration.
That's a great suggestion, but you know what? We haven't heard from Nev yet. Maybe she has some marketing insights.
Okay, but... what if... sorry. Hear me out. What if we went for the family recreation demo instead? It's a much bigger market than Explorers, and no one else is doing it.
ooh, that's a point.
Seriously?
That's a little different than I think we were all expecting, but a really good point.
I also worry that would limit us creatively.
Hey, back up. Nev's got a point. It's something we could easily build. And I'm sure the number crunchers could make it turn a tidy profit.
Thank you.
I mean,
But
it's
I
not a
do
bad
think
idea.
A solid, no-frills ship with a large cargo capacity would be even more practical and doable, given our time frame.
Yeah, but
Whoa,
everybody does
everyone.
that.
We need to come together if we're to succeed. Let's change direction.
But then
and
again,
do a
a
little thought
flying
exercise.
RV would pirate's wet dream.
Okay, fine. Maybe we should all just go back and develop our ideas some more before Walter's consultant, friend, whatever they are, gets here. The decision's apparently out of our hands anyway.
Yeah. That would be me. Hello.
Hello. Hi there.
I'm here to speak to you about this new ship project.
You must be Walter's colleague. He informed me that you'd be taking charge of Project Kepler despite the fact that we have a fully dedicated R&D staff already assigned to it. But that's okay. I'm sure that even though you have virtually no experience with this, you'll do a great job.
Actually, I have plenty of experience designing starships.
Oh, I just assumed. You know what? I'm really sorry. I should trust Walter knew what he was doing. My bad.
No, no, it's okay. It's
Even
okay.
so, we have plenty of designers.
As you probably know, we're tasked with coming up with Stroud Eklund's next hit starship. But we have budget concerns, market research to finish, and we can't seem to agree on a design. So I guess Walter sent you to resolve these issues. Have at it.
Okay, not gonna, nope. I don't quite understand it already. Uh, can you tell me a little bit more about the team?
Sure. I'm Jules, R&D project lead. Was the one making all the big decisions. I suppose I just coordinate now.
Oh, no.
You already heard from Frank. He's lead designer on the project, focused on the look and feel of the ships. There's Ella, another senior designer. She focuses on some of the more technical designs of ships. Went to school with Frank. Mike is our senior engineer, responsible for consulting on all the technical bits, the machinery, the computer systems, etc.
Yep.
And then there's Nev. She's here for marketing. It's her job to weigh in and sell this thing to consumers.
Okay, well, what's so hard about choosing what kind of ship to build?
There are a lot of factors to consider. Who is our market and what do they want in a ship? Which components are we putting into it? How fast should it go? How much cargo capacity should it have? What color should it be? We need to decide every little detail.
That makes sense. I think I understand. I'm ready. I'm familiar with I'm going to say I'm familiar with the process. I'm familiar with building my own ship. This is a little bit different. I think I understand. I'm ready.
Okay, good. So, before we can do anything, we need to resolve the budget issue. We were charged with building the newest, hottest ship on the market, which won't be possible unless we petition the board for more money. So we have two new budget proposals. One will allow us to build what I consider to be a very sensible ship, but we'll have to make some tough design cuts. The other will allow us much more flexibility to put whatever we want into the ship. It's what I call the kitchen sink proposal. I don't love it, but it'll be next to impossible to approve. What should we go with?
Okay, focus on the smaller budget allows to focus on the design. Sensible budget proposal. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. We can build whatever we want with a larger budget. Let's go with a kitchen sink proposal. Just throwing money at the problem doesn't always solve it. Why can't you use the original budget you were given? What kind of cuts would have to make for the sensible design? What's wrong with the kitchen sink budget? Wouldn't everyone get what they want? Why can't you use the original budget you were given?
I'd love to, seriously. It would be a huge win for us if we came in under or at that budget. But none of the viable designs for this project can be made for that amount. I've already rejected that budget, so I have to go to the board regardless. And since you're now responsible for the major decisions, which budget proposal we go with falls on you.
Yeah, that I understand it. A bunch of bean counters just threw you a number based on what they want to risk, not what it's actually going to take. What's wrong with a kitchen sink budget? Wouldn't everyone get what they want?
While it's true we'd be able to afford to put anything and everything into that design, it's just not practical. And the board will put more pressure on us to see that it succeeds. I worry that without constraints, my team will be disincentivized to focus this ship in any given direction. And they'll try to cram in everything but the kitchen sink, hence the name. Who knows what kind of monstrosity we'd create if we tried to incorporate all of our designs.
Yeah,
and
seen
would something
that.
expensive actually sell?
Yeah, that's going to be true. I mean, ships are ridiculously expensive. And yeah, throwing everything in there means people are buying things they don't necessarily want. It's much better to get a basic framework and then let people get the specifics of what they want to add on. Some people tend to call them like mods. They could mod the ship to be the exact ship that they want without having to spend a bunch of money for things that they don't. What kind of cuts would we have to make for the sensible design budget?
It's more that we can only choose certain design elements at the expense of others. In other words, if we go with something in Mike's design, there's not enough money in the budget for what Ella wants. That's one of the reasons we haven't been able to agree on anything.
I see that. We can build whatever we want with a larger budget. Let's go with a kitchen sink proposal. We can always come in under budget, and they love that.
I was afraid you'd say that. Look, I'm the one who has to go to the board with this proposal, so before I can convince them this is going to be worth it, you're going to need to convince me.
We need to go big or go home. I know that we can sell this idea to the board.
Well, I'm all ears because it's going to take a miracle to convince them.
I know you're a brilliant leader because you listen to others' ideas.
Well, there's always room for personal improvement, I suppose.
There, we don't need to use the entire budget. This just gives us plenty of options.
I know how this works. If we have all those options, we're just going to eat up the entire budget using them all.
Not necessarily. This is a good way to prove how capable you are at leading a project.
A smart leader knows when some ideas just aren't worth pursuing. Look, I know you're confident with this budget, but I know there's no way I can get it past the board, so if you want it, you're going to need to figure out how to get it done yourself.
Okay. 100,000 credits. I don't want to cut any corners. I'll front the additional cost.
Wow, that's really generous of you. That should cover what we need. Okay, yeah, why not? Let's put everything we can into the design.
I suppose this will move things along, but is that really the best use of your credits?
Oh, I
Right?
got plenty.
That's one problem solved. I'll go forward with that budget proposal and we can move on. Next, we need to gather some market data. The best way to do this is to outfit your ship with some sensors and take it through some real-world scenarios so we can make more informed design decisions.
Okay, why me? That's why Walter sent me. He wants me to go do this. Sure, sounds good. Just tell me what I need to do.
Great! Just pick up a mission or two at the mission board and proceed like you normally would. We'll collect the data when you return. If you take on a variety of missions, we can build a ship to handle a variety of scenarios. But if you just fly one mission, we can build a more focused ship. It's up to you. In the meantime, you might also want to talk with the team, get to know them, give feedback on their proposals, etc. Good luck out there.
All right. Give feedback on the proposals. Yeah.
So, you're Walter's friend. I know he chose you to head this project as some sort of favor. Honestly, as senior technical designer, I was hoping to receive that honor, but there's always next time. Regardless, I'm excited to help you out. Do you have any experience building spaceships?
I've done a little work on starships.
Good. We were worried you knew nothing, and this would be a complete disaster. As long as you are willing to listen to us, we may still avoid that outcome. Now, I know you've been asked to give feedback on our design proposals. Would you care for a brief synopsis of mine?
Yes, please tell me what sort of ship you have in mind.
Of course. But first, let me ask you this. What pilot demographic is currently being underserved by the current starship market?
Commercial salvagers, pirates, explorers. Explorers.
Yes. Finally, a kindred spirit operating on my own wavelength. You see, while many ships will operate to that end, few ships are designed with exploration as their primary goal. It is my belief that if we build a ship with that in mind, Strata Clint will dominate that market sector. It's my hope that we can jumpstart a new era of affordable, accessible space exploration fueled by ordinary people like you and me.
that makes sense because as the settle systems are becoming safer, no small part thanks to me, people are going to start moving out more, searching for new opportunities, staking claims. How would I design a ship like that?
I'd start with a small ship profile. It won't need much storage or passenger capacity. Then, of course, you would want an advanced grav drive to reach deep space and plenty of energy for extended flights. In order to keep costs down, it likely doesn't need expensive weapon systems or defensive measures. It won't need those where it's going. And of course, high-end scanners and other scientific equipment is a must.
It's not a bad concept, but it seems like it'd be a very niche product.
Yeah, that's what Jules said too. But at least that gives me something to think about. Thanks. I'll refine the idea and propose it next time, I guess.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
You know, if you combine those two with the RV and the exploration, imagine family outings to visit new worlds that no one's been to before. Your turn, Mike.
I'm wondering if we need another chef in the kitchen. Then again, I hear Walter brought you in to finally make a decision around here.
Yep. I'm glad to be of service then.
Good. Just so long as you don't push us to make anything too nutty. I think your decisiveness will put us back on the right track. Speaking of which, I think my plan will get us where we need to be as quickly and efficiently as possible. It's simple, no frills, and most importantly, won't cause me any major headaches on the engineering side.
I do like the
As an engineer myself, say no more, I get it. I understand the practicality, but I think this might be a little bit more than just practical. We do have to be a bit innovative, but at the same time, you have to be reasonable with the sounds like a win for the team. Sounds like this project is hard on the engineers, and as an engineer myself, say no more, I get it.
Of course you do. Because you've been in my shoes and you know it's the only sensible way to go with a project like this. So I'm thinking, there's loads of fighters. No sense in mucking about with that again. And we've already got one of the best luxury liners in the biz. What I figure is, the cargo running business is booming, and no one's quite built a personal craft like that to serve the working class folk. Nothing fancy, no frills. Just a simple, sturdy, inexpensive ship with cargo room up the wazoo and make it so easy my cousin's little moppet could fly it.
I used to know of a ship like that. I can't remember what was the name of it. It was a Firefly class ship. I think it was called Serenity. Sounds exactly like what you're talking about. Seems simple enough. Any other design considerations?
Our objective should be to build a huge ship with plenty of cargo room while keeping the costs low. Doesn't need fancy equipment, just the basics. Basic weapons, basic defenses, basic scanners. You get the idea. If we go with a design like that, I can focus on quality construction, and the ship will practically sell itself.
That's a good idea. The problem is, the bigger the cargo, the bigger the guns. Because the more cargo, the more pirates. So, of all the proposal I got, that's certainly one of them.
Sure. Don't take the advice of someone who's been doing this since all these jokers were in nappies. Thanks, I guess.
All right, well, thank you.
Hope we didn't scare you off, huh?
Your turn.
Hi. Need something?
About your ship design proposal.
Oh. You really want to hear my ideas?
Actually, yes.
I mean,
that was
I
intriguing.
have an idea, but it's not that great. I'm not even a designer or anything. So, I was thinking that we could really use a recreational craft in our fleet. But not like super luxurious like our Adonis pleasure yacht. Something marketed more towards families. something Mom and Dad could pack up and take the kids on vacation. You probably think that's stupid, right?
No, first of all, I've already come across people in rentals. And second, when they were talking about the exploration ship, what little travel there is tends to be close by. I'm thinking a long haul RV for families to be able to truly get out there. Not just that, people would use them to actually move out state claims as a base of operations out of. Let's see. Do you really think that kind of ship is in demand?
I used to go off-world camping with my family when I was a kid.
Exactly.
The other families we met always complained their ships weren't quite adequate for family vacations. They never had enough room, and the kids would always fight. I've done some market research, and no ship manufacturer seems to be making ships for things like this. Which means even if the demand is low, we can fill this niche and still sell a lot.
I think so too. Like I said, a combination of like a long haul camper, better appointed than some of the smaller ships, slightly better equipped on the scientific side and everything for the explorers, but allowing them to have the space to do what they want. What would it take to design a ship like that?
I haven't thought of all the details, but I'd imagine lots of passenger space would be a top priority. A mid-sized ship with enough room for one, or maybe even 2 or 3 families to spread out and relax. I don't think it'd need any fancy weapons or scientific equipment, so it should be pretty affordable. Families don't want to spend a fortune, so keeping the cost low will help guarantee plenty of sales.
Yeah, the weapons might need a little bit more, but then again, a family on vacation's not exactly going to attract a lot of pirates. And, while the hot rods and the fighter ships might get, targeted for hijacking, not a lot of people are out there running around trying to hijack a space RV. So, not sort of, I don't know how it'd sell. Pretty awful. Great. I think it's good, not necessarily great, but I think this is kind of interesting.
Oh, really? Wow, I am... Thank you. I'm really glad I told you about it. Well, if we end up making it, I swear I'll work up a hell of an ad campaign for it.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Take care, okay?
And
That
finally,
data from your ship is going to be critical to our design process.
Yep.
Assuming you can handle the missions.
Yep.
I have designed spacecraft for over 10 years. So, you must have really impressed Walter for him to give you this project. Or maybe it's a bit of nepotism. Never mind that. Perhaps he sees in you what he sees in me.
10 years of experience isn't as much as you seem to think it is. Jules asked me to give some feedback on your ship design proposal. Let's hear it.
Ah, yes. At least you may be more open to my ideas than my colleagues. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Imagine a luxury craft designed for the most discerning of tastes. Every feature designed for comfort and peace of mind. High-end performance, precision engineering, a spacecraft for those who wish to be seen. This will be the most elite personal craft on the market.
Oh, so spinning rims and a giant target painted on the side. How would we design a ship like that?
The ship should be mid-size, spacious but not bulky. We'll want to build it with the highest quality, most expensive modules available. It should feel safe but not threatening. Focus on defensive measures, not aggressive weaponry. Above all, you should be able to picture your favorite celebrity, or Walter himself, flying this ship and influencing others to buy as well.
So sounds like you should be a little bit more in the marketing department than the ship design side. I've had better ideas come out of fever dreams. Look, we already have a luxury yacht line. You just want to make a mini yacht, which is still not going to do anything. It's just going to be a target. A shiny ship with only a bit of defensive weaponry and a whole bunch of valuables on board. You're onto something, but I think you need to define your pitch a little better.
I think I understand what you mean. It is not enough to say it's a high-end luxury ship. Who is flying this ship? Where do they go? What is their story? And why do they crave such attention? Oh, thank you. I will think on this and improve on my proposal.
Okay. What was that about wanting to sell
something in particular?
Yeah, what was that about wanting to sell the ship to celebrities? Why is that so important?
2 words. Conspicuous consumption. Are you familiar with this concept?
Yes, very. Words. Give me the short version.
Of course. Rich celebrity like Borealis buys shiny ship to show off. Idiot consumer sees Borealis use our ship, and idiot consumer wants one too. I hope that's simple enough for you.
Yeah, that's simple enough, and that is the worst way to sell ships. So, thank you very much.
Yeah. See you.
Yeah, very defensive.
We're all super glad you're here, right, everyone? Well, we are.
Let's go check the
Abershaw
mission
can help
board.
you if you need anything.
No, just need to figure out what we're gonna do. Crimson Fleet Banshee, Crimson Fleet Haunt, transport traders, transport workers. These are the only 4. I'm gonna do all of them. Oh, it's only gonna let me do 3. So I'm gonna do 3 of those.
We really afford a new ship.
The repairs on our old ship just keep piling up.
It must have cost a fortune to build this place so fast.
I'm proud to be part
Yeah.
of the Stroud Equity. We got a business to run. No time for sentiment.
Uh,
I'm actually kind of amazed we finalized the budget. That was relatively painless.
I can give you some feedback on your design proposal if you'd like.
Oh, yes, I actually do have a proposal. I wasn't really expecting you to give me feedback, but why not, I guess? I'd like to see us branch out a bit more in the starfighter market. Bounty hunting and mercenary work are both big these days, especially among the hard-blooded Freestars.
Yeah, but bounty hunting's gonna be taking a little bit of a dip. Maybe you should work on the pitch. I'm not so sure consumer starfighter is the way to go. Is there a lot of demand for starfighters in the consumer market?
I'm glad you brought that up. No, and yes, there's a lot of work out there that requires a capable fighting ship. But the real success comes from UC military contracts, which we would hope to attract by building a higher-end version of this ship platform for them.
Maybe you should work on the pitch. I'm not so sure a consumer starfighter is the way to go.
You could be right. There's got to be a better way to pitch the idea. I'll give it some more thought. Thanks.
All right.
Lots of work to do, but we'll get through it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I can't decide which model to get.
Let's just start at the top.
Still to go.
Taking a few passengers, I can handle a few on the
Any
ship,
adventure
I
you
think.
can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Ooh.
Working hard, Captain.
And hazmat suit. Much better.
Clamps released. Air pressure stable. Thrusters are a go. Ready.
Oop. Did I just scratch my ship? Ooh, quick scan. Where am I? Transport 2 traders to Neon. Volley Alpha. Oh, wrong one.
Hi, Skipper. What do you need?
Nothing. I just accidentally fired the weapons. Sorry. Thanks for manning the missile console anyway.
No matter how many times we jump, it never gets
Oh
old.
god, I have one contraband on the ship. I forgot about that. I should have unloaded it.
Alright, we're done. Have a good time in Neon.
Yep. Start a shift at Xenofresh. That's not what I was doing. Transport 2 traders. That's the one I'm doing. I think I left markers for all missions turned on. I need to double check that. Okay. Nope, show all targets is turned off.
Effort to make this place livable is astounding.
Okay,
There's
that
no
was it for
end to what can be
transporting.
accomplished when there are credits to be named.
Complete a bounty mission. Let's head to this one first. Go to any planet in the Murphy system. Crimson Fleet Banshee. Let's get to there. I could take on a Banshee. I'm not too worried
Keep
about that.
installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every day.
Just passing along intel to friendlies. Over. This is a commercial passenger transport liner wanting to alert you about hostiles in the system.
Nope, that's actually why I'm here.
It's our company's policy. Us friendlies have got to watch each other's backs out here. Safe travels, stranger.
You too. Nice ship, by the way. Is that where we're going to? Let's get on over here. We can take out a Banshee, then we'll hit the other ship. Up, 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 up. Whoa. And he broke contact right before.
Target's grab drive is offline. Nice.
And he's destroyed. That was it? Skim this rock. Oh, didn't quite skim it enough. Oh, got a couple thousand credits out of it too. Okay. Speak with Jules. I actually want to do this one first. Get a couple of different ones in. Ooh. And then I might even go back and do that last one. Well, let's see how this goes.
Jump complete. Want to do it again, just for fun?
And where's it at?
Maybe later.
4B.
Fire everything!
Target's grab drive is down. So, well, there go their shields. Whoops.
And there's another one.
Got their grab drive.
And done. That was almost too easy. But I guess that was the point. I don't know, starting to reconsider the whole space fighter idea. But then again, how do you know it's not a pirate buying it to use against the RVs? No, I think the exploration RV, a combination, something blended with a decent amount of Okay, what's going on? Yeah. Oh, I'm actually back in the system. Never mind. There we go. I don't know why it's making me jump back in, because I gotta be scanned again. Because I'm still carrying that one little bit of contraband.
Whoa! I love the feeling after a perfect jump.
Let's get in here. I could grab that last mission and run do that, but I don't think that's going to make much of a difference.
The airlock and move.
It said I could do multiples. Yeah, let's do that last one. Just because I want a full data set to be able to work off of. Let's see, transport workers. Transfer scientist. Oh, do not have a ghost. Let's do the workers.
If I were Tile, I'd be...
Speak with Jules. Ooh, to the Red Mile. Okay, I could do that.
concerned about the new strategy.
Just a quick hop over. Then I'll have 2 of each. Then I'll feel okay. I don't have enough ship crew to be able to carry all the scientists, so perfect explanation of why we need a little bit more passenger room.
Indicators are green. We're free.
Red Mile on Porma 3. Here we go. Let's jump over there, drop these guys off. I think 2 and 2 is kind of reasonable because we're talking about the possibility of a basically moderately armored RV with a little bit of room. A little bit more room. Enough room for some scientific equipment or games or whatever. A little bit more long haul distance, but not too big. Something reasonable price. Okay. And that is that. Let's see. I think we can head back to speak with Jules now. No, I don't want to run the Red Mile while I'm here. Hurry back to Narian. Let's go back and see what we might be able to do here. Let's get docked and find out where we're standing with this.